So, the question of the week is how can I know if something is wrong? And once I know it should be changed, what are some ways I can change it? Include examples of one or more social justice issues that you think need to be changed and how this could happen. So, I figured I can know something is wrong just by my moral judgment. I can ask myself what I want, or would I want this done to me, or how would this make me feel? And if the answer is to either of those questions, like no, I don't want this to happen to me because it'll make me feel bad, then obviously I think it's wrong. Um, Once I know it should be changed, I could raise awareness. An example of how to raise awareness to an extreme is what Natalie Warner did. She went all the way. She went to California and she started a movement and ended up moving to or going to the city of Chicago to do a sit-in type thing out front of Oprah's studio to get Oprah's attention, so that way Oprah could put her message through the television, through cable. And Oprah ended up reaching out to her when she saw like a few hundred people out front of her studio, and over 10 million people saw Oprah's TV program that day when she raised the awareness. But I a way I could do it, since I really don't see myself doing that, is just by going on social media and spreading the word. Social media links the world together, and it is the quickest way to interact with people around the world. A social justice issue that I don't completely agree with is the death penalty. I kind of agree with the church's stance, and the Catholic Church's position on the death penalty is assuming that the guilty party's identity and responsibility have been fully determined. The traditional teaching of the Church does not exclude recourse to the death penalty if it is the only possible way to effectively defending human lives against an unjust aggressor. If, however, non lethal means are sufficient to defend and protect people's safety from the aggressor, authority will limit itself to such means, as these are more in keeping with the concrete conditions of the common good and more in conformity with the dignity of the human person. Today, in fact, as a consequence of the possibilities which a state has more effectively preventing crime by rendering one who has committed an offense incapable of doing harm, without indefinitely taking away from him the possibility of redeeming himself. The cases in which the execution of the offender is an absolute necessity are very rare, if not practically non existent. But my view on the death penalty goes a little bit further. I think that the most heinous crimes like terrorism and serial killers, I think they deserve the death penalty, and that it is acceptable in that case when they're causing grave danger to mass amounts of people.